It's now time for The Blend Show. The Blend Show. With your hosts, the DMV Princess, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, and DJ D Money.
Turn your radio up. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, homie. Listen to this. Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Here we go. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Listen to this, yo. Listen to this. Come on. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Here we go. DMV. Go girl worldwide. Hey, turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Yeah, McLovin. Oh yeah, yeah. DC Roll, DJ D Money. Monday or Wednesday, 6 to 10. DMV, Princess.
Leather of the alphabet.
Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your radio up. It's the blend. It's the blend. Be money, Nika Ray, Bootsy Vegas, said it again. Turn your weird blend.
Your airways, aka the show that made everybody want to come on at Wednesday night at 8:00. Jesus Christ, they can't pick another time. I don't even think they had. Oh my God. Anyway,
I wasn't even going to. I was going to be nice tonight. I told myself I'm going to be nice tonight. That's how it is, man. I'm going to let you do that.
I mean, literally, they can't think of no other times but Wednesday night at 8:00. Like no other time.
Look,
a week, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Look,
they all got to do it at Wednesday 8:00.
Look, man, everybody wants Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants Brady. You know, you get where I'm going with this?
Forever, like everybody.
You know,
like Jesus, bro. Because look, and I'm just saying this for me. I would want to check the other stuff out. You know what I mean? Like something, selfishly, it's not about me or my brand. It's about I would like to support and check out what other people are doing. But because they all pick Wednesday nights at 8:00, I can't do it.
Hey, in case you haven't figured it out, it is Wednesday night. It is straight up 8:00 from Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. This is The Blend Show. This is me, your man, DJ D Money. That's the DMV Princess, the blonde bombshell, Nika Ray.
Oh, yes.
And that is the fifth letter of the alphabet, my man, Bootsy Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And together we are The Blend Show, the long-running Blend Show. The one that they all keep coming for. All I'm going to say is stay in your bushes.
Man.
Stay in your bushes.
I mean, gee, like, okay, and I'm going to jump off this subject. But wasn't we the guys that put on the Shirley Coley on Crank radio show? Wasn't we were the ones applauding that somebody else picked another night to say, come on here so we can let everybody know? Like, you know, we took pride in the fact that they have been so successful. We take pride in the fact that they've been on NPR, they've been in the Washington Post, like, because we work collectively. And guess what else? They decided to pick another night besides Wednesday at 8:00. Jesus. All right, I'm done, man. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Shout
Anyway,
out to Larry. He's in the chat.
Larry who?
Larry.
Yeah. The
Light skin stump?
yeah, that dude right there.
Larry Belafonte. It's my guy, man. I love you, Larry. I love you, man.
Wow, that's what's up. What's up, Grace? Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping through. That's what's up. Hey, look, man, it's the Blend Show right here on another Wednesday, right here from the nation's capital. We call it the DMV, stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Nika Ray, your birthday is still in motion. You're smiling. It must have been a good week.
Are you still celebrating? Are you still celebrating, nigga?
You know, she do
Of
the
course,
whole
we had
month.
that conversation. We do the whole month of January as well as the entire season for Aquarius. So I'm not going to be done until February 18th.
Okay, I'm just checking. You know what I mean? Can't, you know, that means I still got time to give you that second gift.
Joe
My
Jack,
second
what's
gift?
up?
What up, Billy Ray? Well, first and foremost, let me start off by saying thank you guys. I haven't seen you guys obviously since last week. And you guys blessed me with one of the greatest birthday gifts ever. And shout out to Raheem Devon because I harass him about John B all the time. So if you guys have not seen my timeline on Facebook or Instagram, these amazing guys here got John B to sing me happy birthday. And I thought the funniest part of it is that when Raheem usually is late for my birthday every year, and this year he was early. So when he texted me, I requested the video, not knowing that you guys were trying to do the same. And he was, well, you know, you're turning 30. It's a milestone. And I was like, bro, I've been friends with you how long? How old do you think I am? So to hear John B sing happy 30th birthday, I bust out laughing.
Wow.
Let me give you a step-by-step of what happened because obviously I haven't talked to you guys. I got it super late in the evening. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So when I saw it, mind you, Raheem always cracks jokes when it comes to John B. So I thought it was gonna be like a gag video, whatever that he was sending me. So when I saw John B, I was like, okay, he probably sent me some generic drain of him just singing happy birthday or whatever. So when I went to hit play, my volume was down. So once I turned it up, I heard him singing happy birthday. So I was like, oh, he's singing happy birthday. Okay, cool. Then I heard my name in the song. So I was like, oh, wait, rewind all the way to the beginning. I got to hear this. Wait a minute. And it was 1:30 in the morning. So I'm like, I can't call anybody to share this. Everybody is asleep. So I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, who's up? I got to find somebody who's up so I can share this excitement. So yeah, that's what happened 1:30 in the morning. So I'm sure my neighbor should have been checking on me because I definitely was in here screaming and hollering.
Wow.
What's up?
Me and D-Money keep saying wow at the same time. And we work, you just don't know how hard we were working while the broadcast was going on trying to get this video. Like, you know, like we were really working.
If you guys would have got him live on here to sing, I would have fainted.
We almost pulled that off, but
it was close.
It was close. We were working the phones, and obviously he works on West Coast time and later than normal West Coast hours because that was the issue. Well, you probably already know the issue now, so that was the issue.
But it was still appreciated. So thank you guys. That was awesome. That was so awesome. But yes, I am still celebrating my birthday. So shout out to everybody and all the birthday wishes that I received. I've been enjoying myself.
Well, next year we're going to find an African American R&B singer to sing "Happy Birthday" to you. So just know this Caucasian thing is over, baby.
Just as long as it's not Raheem singing, then we good.
Watch yourself. That's my brother. That is my brother.
That's fine. That's fine. Every time I bring up John B, he'd be like, "I'm the Love King," though, and I'd be like, "Anyway, John B, like I said." So he's in the film. This is just a running joke between him and I, but yeah,
that's his man. Actually,
that's his family.
Yeah,
that's family.
Man, oh man. So did you do anything extra after that? Like we know about the video. Like, but did you do anything exciting? Did something happen? I mean, we saw you posting pictures of your food, so we like, geez, something must have happened.
I mean, I did go to eat. You know, that's the one thing I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Who took you?
My friends. My friends care about me.
There you go. There you go.
No, I'm just trying to break. I'm just trying to break some names.
Right. He want me to be hot like him. That's okay. I'm not
Boy,
hot. They may
I'm
not
gonna,
they may not want people to know that I was out with them. So I'm not gonna never incriminate anyone else, but just know I went out to eat. I enjoyed myself.
hey, be clear. It is a privilege to go out with the DMV princess Nika Ray. So what they better do is be telling them the moon,
I know.
tweeting, Snapchat, Twitch, Twitter,
Okay.
Periscope, Facebook.
Tell him, bro.
Okay.
Tell him.
They
Like
better
know.
be. You know what I mean?
The few, the privilege.
Absolutely.
The
Before they, Brad, what up, baby? DJ B. So okay, that's what's up.
Oh yeah, shout out to my life family. I got my life jacket on right now. They always looking out for kids. So
Man,
shout out to Ajamani, Marlon. You know Marlon from back in the day. He reached out, gave me a birthday care package as well. So shout out to all the people that showed me love.
man, you out here getting love in these streets like the ice cream truck. What up, Kim?
Hey Kim. Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, you know, considering it wasn't much, I'm not gonna say that it wasn't much that could be done. What could be done, people did. That's what it was within whatever people's means, and whether it was a post or, you know, a phone call or a text, it's all appreciated. You know, we're living in different times, so I can do nothing but be happy and be blessed that I'm still here.
Well, you know what? Happy 30th birthday, and then I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you smiled, and that's all that matters. Is that you had a smile on your face for your birthday. So that's all that matters.
And for once, I will say this: the money always makes fun of me in my posts, but I did kind of shut that internet down last week. But I will do that.
Oh yeah, you do that. You know what you be doing.
Nah, this time I think everybody was shocked to see the blonde because they've never seen me with blonde.
Right there.
Larry, what up, bro? Everybody, that's my man Larry Graham, former Roosevelt Rough Rider, all-star football players. My guy, Larry, what up? D Money, how was your week?
What year Larry Graham played football?
The year that they went to the championship in like the 2000s. That year when they had that jump.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just started running back.
You know, I'm like, yeah, okay. Shout out to Larry. What's up, Rough Rider? That's what it is. Hey, my week, man. I've been busy, you know what I'm saying? Battling with Xfinity, but you know, I got good connect, so I'm good right now. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. Yeah.
Come through, Connect. Come through.
Hey, you gotta have connects in the world today, you know. But man, been partying a little bit, you know, in the lab, in the house, prepping myself, about to hit the road, you know. About to take it down to G-Borough, back down to Aggie Land. Shout out to Alter Egos Band and Show.
Are you excited about that? Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I am kind of excited about that. You know, I've been back to the Mecca a few times. Did I really say that?
Yeah,
you did say Mecca.
I'm like, man,
I definitely heard that.
Jesus Christ.
Let that one fire.
But I don't think I've ever been on a card, featured on a card. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like I've slid back into parties and things of that nature, homecoming events, but to actually be one of the main features back in the groove, and surprisingly, a lot of my Aggie alumni who are still in the area were asking me, "Hey, is this you?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh, we coming through. So yeah, I'm jive excited to see a couple of friends. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, stay our distance. It's gonna be safe, sexy, and cool. So
are you driving down? Are you driving down?
No, I got my G1.
Okay.
My G1. Yeah, Kale sent me the G1 since he's not using it right now. So
okay, because I might be trying to bust a move down there as well.
Okay.
I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I definitely don't have a Valentine, so I might as well go.
Hey, come on through. It's gonna be a good thing. Yeah, come on through, man. We might can get up on the stage and make history.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Get on the stage and make a little history, you know.
Yeah, I make history every time I get on stage. But no, I got what you're saying though.
I mean, yeah.
I knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming, but I'm gonna let them live today.
Hey,
homie. Hey, I know it's far and in between where you get invited to a stage, so I definitely don't want to hog my platform in my moment. I'll let you shine in my moment. You know what I'm saying? Shine in my moment.
But the interesting thing is the squad that Alter Ego has. I like a lot.
The DMV band and show gonna be on the car too. I don't want to short them. The DMV band. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I'm curious to hear that. Yeah. They got a young lady, I forgot her name, but she's worked with Belladonna a few times on some projects. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
That's what's up, man. I'm excited about it. And that is on Valentine's Day, right?
Yes. Lovers Night.
All right. I might have to come down there and get me a boot. Give me one of them country boots. That's what I'm gonna do.
One of them, hey, they say ain't nothing finer than to be in Carolina.
I'm telling you, boy, I had some fun nights in Carolina. Let me just say that. Back in my younger days, you know.
Carolina and Aggie land. So yeah, that's how it is. Follow me on IG. All that right there. You can see the ticket information on Mbright. Get your tickets, get your tables, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? No foolishness, no cut lines. It's pure entertainment. Or D Money would not be a part of it because I don't take for the foolishness. Hear my echo.
All right. D, how was your week?
Okay, I have to be honest. I had me a very interesting week. You know what I mean? I'm just happy that it was over. I kind of had a health scare. I'm good though. You know what I mean? And I literally spent Friday and Saturday in the hospital, but I'm back. And man, I'm just back. But it definitely was.
You had to call my phone with that information, but go ahead.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm good. It was definitely a wake up call. But I want to give a supreme shout out to everybody in Georgetown, my doctors and all that. It was just very interesting. So I spent literally today is my first full recovery day where I feel like back to 100. So
okay.
Yeah, man. So it's all good, man. So I ain't got nothing to brag about, but I'm gonna brag because I'm here and I'm back looking fine as ever. So that's all that matters.
Beard still don't connect, but hey. It's
this beard.
Boy, bye. Anyway, so Money, can you go ahead and give us a sample of what you're going to do down in the Carolinas, or where's it, Greensboro, for
the Mecca? The Mecca?
That's not going to do it.
That's what he said.
We're not going to do that.
The Mecca.
That's not going to do.
Yeah, we're going to get it in. We're going to have some fun. Let's get it in. Let's have some fun.
Well, hold on. But before you get it, I just want everybody to know our homie is on the show today. Demont Picasso will be on the show. And if we could probably get him to draw us virtually while he's on the air, I would have a new level of respect for him. You know what I mean? So, but our homie, Demont Picasso, will be our guest today. And we have been trying to get Demont on here for a while. So I'm really excited about having my guy today on here, Demont Picasso.
And he's also an Aquarius. So shout out to all my Aquarius out there.
Yes, because his birthday was yesterday, right?
Day before yesterday was on Monday.
Yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? I just want this Aquarius season to be over so we can get to the Geminis. But yeah, happy birthday, Picasso.
All right, D-Money, it's on you.
All right, y'all. Let's take this ride. Let's go.
Hey, what is 101?
Bobby!
Wednesday nights, we back.
Hey, yo, town, yo, with this beat, we crank it
Let's go.
with this
DBS show. Each and every Wednesday night right here. Make sure you share this. Tony G, what's up? Queen City in the building. What's up? Get it in. Get it in, goddamn.
With this 101, beat, we crank it out. Yo, with this beat, we crank it out. With this 101, beat, we crank it out.
Each and every Wednesday night, we like to have fun with it.
Get it one-on-one.
Let's go.
Oh, what you got down there, 21st? All that Maryland Avenue. Oh, what you got down there, 21st? All that Maryland Avenue is in the building. Always a pleasure, homeboy. All the old heck of Jamal in here. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, yo, boo. Hey, get in the one-on-one.
All the Aquarius, it's still your season to make it get down.
My main man, Tony, my main man,
Or we can get down.
Miss Tony came through. Always a pleasure, homegirl. And yes, sir. Hey, what part two? I need a little with it. Say a little with it.
Uh-huh.
A little with it.
That's right.
A little with it.
Say what? Let's go.
A little with it.
Yep.
A little with it.
Uh-huh.
A little with it. Come on, a little with it. A little with it. A little with it. A little with it. Yo, a little with it. A little with it. And part two, I need the freak of these parts, y'all.
Each and every Wednesday night right here. This is how we get down, man. It is the blend.
Oh, what you got down there, 21st? We just moving and grooving to hear the night show. Yo, in part two, I need the freak of these parts, y'all. All night long for Miss Tree in here. Also, like a shooting out to Miss Tasha, Miss Monique, and Keita Boo playing the part
Let's
of the
go.
night show. All lands over stars. Dale Heyman in the building. My man K Diddy. And your boo, hey, you're the one on
We can hit some J.
You know what it is.
Got some friends that's horny. Introduce them to my home.
Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes trying to splash. Good to see you, Sadie. Guys, get some of them Sadie cakes. What's up, Al? What's up? My USMC brother right there.
Party on time, party on time. What's up, Pinder? Party on time, party on time.
Let's go.
Jumping in the trunk, 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 jumping in the trunk.
Is your trunk jumping? Is your trunk jumping? Say that 10 times fast. Let's go. What's up, Uptown? A1-ish. Shout out to my man Rock Mikey, that's fam. What's up, Trey?
Let's do it.
I got you, Tony G. I got you. You already know. It's also on the Facebook too. Uh-huh. Let's work. Shout out to Shorty Corleone. Say what, say what, say what? DJ Rico Anderson. XM Channel 141. Bam right there. Let's go. Each and every Wednesday night. Yeah.
You can't fuck with. Where's the mama paying to go on the table? Where's the butt dog? Look at the thing, Terry. Boom, 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 the jungle. But let me show where's the walls. Come on. Boom, 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 the jungle. See me get it. Where's the walls? Boom, 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 the jungle. If you escape, where's the walls? Don't you know? Where's the walls? Sing it down. Come on. Yo, R&B, get back. Who that is? The sound of my niggas that be drinking.
They say this weekend coming up. They say it's a big weekend coming up.
I could not wait to get down to the air, participate. The WHAT. The WHAT. The WHAT. Hey, look, now all day I could not wait. And that's real. On the mic, I'ma show my skills. And that's cool. That's cool. It's like Alligator in the Al Capone. I'm the better damn rapper on the microphone. Well, okay. I said okay. Look, I got so many skills. I'm so for real. The rapper dude thinking I'm so ill. Okay. I said okay. Give me your way.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. This is the award-winning Blend Show. Your man DJ D Money. Follow me on all social medias, like right there. That's how we get it in. It's authentic sounds of our hometown official music. Go, go.
Tamarines.
Yes, Tamarines. Let's go. Shout out to my brother out there at the Lanham skating ring. Get out there. I'm gonna get out there, man. You gotta do it on a different day, cause I can't do it on a Wednesday. But I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna come out there and get my cascade on.
This is why I'm rock to the fly. You ain't cause you not. This is why.
Shout out to our fam, Killer Cow.
This is why I'm rock. 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 I'm rock.
Let's go.
Rock to the fly. You ain't cause you not. This is why I'm rock. 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 Oh.
You know what they say, right? Love the haters, man. Love the haters. They push me to be great. Get it?
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why.
Red cups up too.
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
Social media streets, what's up? Make sure you get some life in your life. You already know, man. Arundel Mills Gate number 5. That's my entrance. Right next to Starbucks across from the Vicky. DJ D Money sent you on. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be in the store a little bit more this spring.
Get up to the crib and
yes, I'm gonna come out, going out, on
I got a lot of
face to face.
all of them bitches. They know for sucking up more than all this assistance. I'm playing A, you think
got
it's
some special
B.
too.
I got the game on lock and I swallow.
Oh, Black History Month long.
That's around, that's what y'all to tell me. I got more hot than your man R. Kelly.
Let's go.
I've been that dude. My swagger is cool, don't get it fucked up. I'm Big Jagger fool. When it comes to beats, I'll choose them. Give me any beat, young nigga, I'm a bruiser. Fuck with Killer Cow or you other rappers loser. Ain't up in your blood, you need a transfusion.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What did he say?
21 and over, Crystal Skates, y'all. Crystal Skates,
It's work. Let's go.
What matters while you're not?
Hey, this groove right here,
what-
this joint be going right here. If I was rapper, it wouldn't be no rapping on
What
this
matters
joint.
while you're not? Put the stage, y'all. This is why I'm hard.
Hey, it is the Blend Show. DBS is live. Award-winning DBS.
What matters while you're not?
You heard me?
Keep it coming, Dave. Ain't away.
That's how we get it in each and every Wednesday, 8 o'clock shop, man. Aquarius in the building. What's up?
Facts. Big
Hey.
facts.
Hey, just so I'm clear, when is Aquarius season over so we can know this is over? I just want to know. I don't know the
I'm
exact date.
gonna make you do some work. Why don't you Google it and find out yourself? Because I've said it this week and I said it last week. And you can rush it to be over, but we're just going to take over. That's all that is. Sorry.
It's all good. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all have y'all little Jones. You know what I mean? But be
You
clear.
don't have a choice. You're not going to let us do anything. We're going to do it anyway.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna let you enjoy your
I don't
birthday.
know what, but I know who.
Hmm Anyway, that what makes this is why you had was all for Nika Ray, so we can let Nika Ray go back to being Nunu. You know, from time to time, she could be Nunu, and then she could jump back in because she's blonde and she's black. You know, she might be that. But that was the Nunu mix.
Wow.
New.
That was the new mix. I mean, that crystal skate makes me want to skate every time. I lie to you not. Every
that
time I hit that,
joint
I'm just
jam.
in the groove.
Oh,
That joint, that's a classic. That joint jam right there.
oh, do it again, please. Do it again, please. Do it again. Oh.
I can't with him.
It's the
I
right
quit.
tempo for those that think they can skate, but can't really skate.
You
But
pointing to yourself?
you can be cool and try not to fall and just play it off on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wish.
Just
Hey, I ain't
really
even gonna lie. I talked to Infamous because he kept saying, "Man, come out to the skating ring," and I said, "You got the wrong night." You know, because he be out the Lanham skating rings on Wednesdays DJing, and I said, "Dude, I used to pay to go out to the skating ring. I go around maybe 2 times, and I get my enjoyment watching the Cascade dudes from Baltimore. There's a few in DC can get down, but them Baltimore folks come down the Parkway. They gets it in on that skating floor. Hey, Boosie, you go to skating rings, Boosie?
Look, I ain't. This is the honest God truth. I
You don't have no
remember.
coordination.
I remember, and this is going to show you that I just been doing go-go all my life and never ventured anywhere else. I remember I got hired to host a skating party in like 2010. This is when I was on Donnie, and I had no idea that it was a whole skating culture where you got couples come on the floor.
Oh,
then
yeah,
you do it by yourself.
different segments.
Yeah, like I remember thinking,
All skate.
yeah, and I just remember thinking, wow, like I didn't know it was a whole culture. I didn't know they had Pacific music when they had couples, when they had
It's a party.
Like, hey,
It's
bruh,
a party on wheels.
hey, bruh, I had a whole new respect for the whole skating thing. Like,
You
know
never
what I mean?
been down to the Anacostia joint that's outside?
No, when I was growing up, we definitely did not do the South Side in the 90s. I stayed in my little facility, you know what I mean, until I started getting a little known in the band. I didn't venture to know.
We tend to stay on this side of the Frederick Douglass Bridge. We
Yeah,
didn't cross that
I
bridge.
mean, but I've noticed the increase of skaters on like Instagram and social media
right.
during during the pandemic. I think that was like everybody's either outlet or form of exercise during that time. But I see a lot of people dancing to music or skating to music and doing tricks and things like that. But I will say this: every time I used to go to Atlanta, Cascades was my spot.
Cascade.
I
Hey,
stayed
Boots,
with the
you
best
never
of
been to Cascade?
No, I have not been to Cascade,
That's-
but I
That's
tell
like
you this
going
though.
that's like going to
You can't dance, let alone skate.
Hold on.
that's like going to what's the strip club
What is
down
that?
there
You
that
look like you
everybody used to go
handicapped.
to?
Hey,
Magic City. It was
I
like
guess
it was like you had to go to Magic City as a dude. Well, some females too, and you had to go to Cascade.
well, I ain't gonna lie. had I had not seen ATL, I would have not known what even Cascade was.
Hey.
But I will tell you this though, the movie ATL gave me a different perspective of.
Are you saying ACL or ATL? Because it sounds like you're saying ACL, which is part of your body. Thank you.
ATL gave me a whole new respect and perspective about skating as well. Like that was the first time that I kind of took it all in, and then I hosted that thing. So I guess I don't know how I missed it, but I have missed it. But I do have a deep appreciation for it.
Absolutely. I want some skates. I want to get some skates, but with the pandemic, it kind of took a lot of things away. But I do know that Infamous does DJ on Wednesdays and Fridays, so we're gonna have to take maybe a trip on a Friday and go up there and check it out.
I'm with that. I am so with that. So
yeah, I got my skates.
Yeah, I gotta get some.
I got my skates.
I don't like to rent, so I'm gonna have to get some. I used to have my own back in the day, but
yeah. It's sort of I'm trying to help Bootsy visualize the skating ring before we go into the show.
I've seen it.
I mean, when you come in with your own skates,
he just don't know how.
When you come in with your own skates, it's like that dude that come on the basketball court and you be like, oh, nah, let me get him just because of what he has on. Right. Or you know what I'm saying? He wears slides to the court and he got his J's over his shoulder. You be like, nah, let me get him. He ain't even got out his car good and you picking him up. You walk in the skating ring with your skates on, your shoulder, they looking for you to boogie. They looking for you to get down.
Do you think the skating culture will ever have a boom again? Or you think that's kind of like
it already does.
Look at Infamous feeds.
No problem.
You'll be like, get the boom. When did it stop? They boogies on that thing. All right, Sean, that's enough publicity. Shout out to LaShawn. She's the manager out there. We grew up together in high school, elementary school, pre-K, all that. She the manager out there. So yeah, if you go out there, hit LaShawn up, tell them DJ D Money sent you.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and bring our amazing guest on.
He's here on time?
Yes, of course. You was running your mouth and you didn't know how to skate, so it's okay. But he's been here. He was on time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Us Aquariuses are usually prompt. I don't know what else to say about certain Geminis. It's two sides of y'all.
Can I give another Aquarius shout out birthday before we bring my man on?
Sure.
Happy birthday, Donnie Simpson. His birthday was Friday.
Shout out to Donnie.
You're not gonna do Lonnie like you do your twin.
You're right.
How about shout out to Donnie and Lonnie?
You're so right, because Lonnie is my man. That is my man.
I only met him a few times.
Donnie and Lonnie, you're right. You're right. That's my man.
That's terrible. What's up with these twins don't acknowledge their other half of the egg cell?
It's the Gemini twins. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Lonnie and Donnie Simpson.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're going to bring on Demont Pinder, our artist extraordinaire. If you have never seen his work with then you're just not hip, because I'm sure you've seen it because it's everywhere. From the Howard Theater to just downtown DC, everywhere. He's been on stage with everybody and their mama.
Including me.
Let me go ahead and bring him on because we're not worried about you. D Money, can I get a round of applause for our guest, my fellow Aquarian, Demont Pinder?
Finally! You finally got him on here.
Yes.
You finally got him on here. You gonna cut your lights on, bro? Or no? We're gonna do this in the dark, or you're gonna cut your lights on?
I was trying to set the ambiance for you. I got a new piece behind me. It glows in the dark a little bit, so.
Yeah, let him do what he's doing. Dang, he owning your business. He want to see your background. He want to see who in the room. He knows me.
First of all, welcome, sir. Welcome to the Blitz Show.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. Good to see y'all.
I don't know what Nika Ray did. I don't know if she contacted your publicist, if she had whatever it is. But we've been trying to get you on here forever. So it's finally good to see that we have the amazing Demont Picasso Pinder on here. I'm just happy to have you on here, man.
Yes,
bro. I appreciate you. Now you know she got the I think she had hit up John B first to get, you know what I mean? How y'all doing though,
Demont,
man?
did you see the video of him singing me happy birthday?
I ain't see it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna send it to you. Don't even worry. You know I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, you haven't
I'm
missed
going
much.
to send it to you.
Yeah, you know them them Caucasian singers are really pitchy. They have problems getting on key and on pitch, but you know.
Did you really say that?
Oh,
Haters gonna
yeah.
hate. Haters gonna hate. It is what it
Yeah.
is. Haters gonna hate.
You know what I mean? No,
That's what they do. That's what their job is, to hate.
John B is my guy. But you know, the interesting thing is everybody on here, we all have a special relationship with Demont Picasso. And the interesting thing is, I was thinking about this. I don't remember where and how I met him, but I just know we've been friends forever. Like
Right.
we have been friends. Like I cannot remember the initial day, but we have been homies for the longest time. And literally, I got at least 4 good Demont Picasso stories, like straight up Demont Picasso stories. But before we even get into this interview, let me give this one Demont Picasso story that the whole entire world needs to hear. So, for most people who do not know, Demont is from the great state of New York, Queens in the building.
Okay.
And word on the curve is he was in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, and he was in a dressing room, and Jay-Z walked in, and he couldn't talk, and he choked up, and he's trying to get these words out, and blase. And then as soon as Jay-Z left, Demont was able to talk again. Is that story true that you literally froze up in front of Jay-Z?
All right, so look, this is what happened. It wasn't the Barclay though. It wasn't a Barclay. It was before the Barclay was probably built. Actually, it was the Raheem DeVaughn, Chrisette Michelle Solange tour. So however many years that is.
Okay.
What happened was, man, we in the room upstairs, right? So it was me. It's our role manager, Vince. I think Bob was there.
Buggy was there.
Huh?
Buggy was there.
Yeah, absolutely, Buggy. I think Steve was there. Was Steve? Let me see. Definitely. So it was a few of us in there, right? The room is not that big. So what happens is you go our room, like if you on the outside, like by the bar upstairs, you will go through our room to get to Chrisette room, to go down the stairs to see the stage, or go under the stage to get to Solange's room. So we headlined the tour. So you know, I'm doing my pre-show activities. You know, I probably at the time was drinking like a Heineken or something like that. You know, just getting my mind right. You know,
a Heineken.
Okay.
A Heineken,
like my quarterback.
So we chilling. I'm moving in and out. You know, before the show, we go see this. Before our show, we go see like who on stage, going to cry. You know what I mean? Like backstage and things like that. Like I move around. Nobody know who I am, so I could kind of like move around. You know what I mean? In the dark, whatever. So I'm going behind stage, out in the crowd watching the show. So now it's almost showtime. So now we in the room, right? So I'm getting everything together, and you know, it's kind of quiet. Everybody kind of like in their own zone. So the door just closes. And I look up. It was Jay. And then right behind Jay, you know, Jay is pretty tall. So right behind Jay, a little taller, I believe his name is Norman, or Steve or Norman. Pardon, I can't remember his name, but he passed away. His security detail, his bodyguard, he passed away a couple of years ago. That is big guy behind him. So Jay walk in, right? So everybody just quiet. So, you know, he kind of like walking through. So remember the setup earlier. I told you got to go through our room to get to Chrisette, to get the So our room is the first room. It's just him and his bodyguard, right? So he walking through. So he gave her like a fist dap to Raheem. He like, yo, you ready? And Rob was like, yeah. So, you know, that was that. So with me, I'm near the door to Chrisette room that he got to come through, whatever. So he's approaching me, whatever. So the way I'm about to describe it is exactly how I was talking to him. Yeah, I'm like, yo, what up, Jake? Yo, you remember the blueprint shirt that I did for you back at the radio station DC? It's real quiet. Everybody looking at me, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to make him remember. So he was like, Like, I don't remember, right? He's just being honest, like looking back, right? He's like, no, I don't remember. Like, all right, cool. So, I'm sweating a little bit. I'm just off guard. I'm off balance, right? So I'm like, yeah. Matter of fact, I did the other joint too. I'm saying, just like this right here, right? So long story short, I felt kind of confident because I had a photo album before Instagram. I had this photo album with hard pictures in there, like the disposable cameras and things like that. I had all these, everybody in it, right? To this day, I can't find it. My mother just told me the other day. She said, "Wouldn't it be nice if that book pops up?" I said, "No, Ma, but I think somebody gonna keep it." You know what I mean? But anyway, I had this book, right? This is my real life Instagram book, and it has everybody picture in it. So I'm feeling real confident. You know what I mean? Like, all right, he don't remember. I'm making him remember now. So I flip the page, and I show him a picture of him and me, him holding up a shirt. I said, "Yeah, you remember this right here?" He was like, "Nah." So now looking back, he was just being honest. It still could have left room for more conversation, but I didn't take the opportunity. I took it as like, all right, I'm closing out right now. So what I did was, when he said that, I said, I closed the book. I just walked past him. I went to like the little closet, like I was like trying to get my pants or whatever. I just left out the room. so by this time he goes in to cassette room, whatever. So I'm outside. I guess I had to cool off a minute, right? I'm out back like in the bar upstairs, whatever. So I come back in the room. Hear all the jokes. Dang, Picasso, you was all hell to the God. You was on your knee, like all hell to the king. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? So he was cracking jokes and everything. And my thing was, I really had something to say. Like, you know what I mean? I just couldn't. I did a few things for Jay prior to that. So I think at that particular moment, I was just trying to figure out the right connection. I couldn't hit it, right? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't really more so that I was like starstruck. It wasn't that. It was the fact that he called me off guard. Like, I'm sitting there sweating, drinking my Heineken, getting ready for the show. I look up. The biggest, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest people ever in our music, in the music, in our culture and everything is in the room, our small room. So it's like, oh, call me, you know what I'm saying? If I would have saw him walking towards like outside by the walk in the door, I'd have had better preparation. But it was more of a caught off guard. Off guard, I get it. So it would look like, it would definitely look like a starstruck, but it really was like, nah, Jay, I want you to know who I am. Like, I did this for you, did that. We gonna figure this out. So anyway, Raheem confessed later on. He was like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He said, everybody was stuck. You just the only person that said something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what it was. That's my real life Jay-Z story. You know, whenever he see this story, hopefully he'll laugh, but it really was that. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably the only person that ever really caught me off guard like that. I've never been starstruck, but I'm not saying that I wasn't like highly excited to meet like certain people in life and things like that. It's just that particular situation caught me off guard. And you know, I don't see myself getting starstruck because I always gotta try to maintain a cool persona. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta I gotta be starstruck on the inside. You won't see it.
That's how we do in DC though.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
We play that role. But I can relate to you. I can relate. Boosie, I don't know if you was there, but when UCB Wale was on the was it the Blueprint tour that Wale was opening up?
Blueprint 3.
Yeah, I went up to one of the Canadian shows, and I had a Sean John Winter Parker on, right? Not even thinking about Sean John Jay-Z situation. And Jay walked in and looked and was like, "So you the DJ?" And I was like, "Oh, smack." And then I didn't know what to say. And he said, "You came on this joint with a Sean John jacket. You can go back as quick as you came." Now, mind you, Trey and Eric and them and Rashad, the whole crew already warned me that it was like a no play mentality. And so I was like, and I don't have a problem to gift the gab. I don't have a problem. I know exactly how I was like. I just left. I was in my feelings. I was mad. And then they told me, "Player, whatever you do,"
they told me same thing.
Come around, don't look at him. Don't stare at him.
Yeah, they told me that too.
We was I was on the elevator, right? I was going downstairs for something. Beyonce gets it stops, and Beyonce comes on the elevator. All I can hear is, "Hey,
Don't look
at her. Don't stare at her, because you will go home as quick as you came." It is me and Beyonce on an elevator. Let me tell you, and Boosie know how high, what floors they stay on. I counted every number, like we're on 12, we're on 11. I didn't look left, I didn't look right. And then when she got off, she said, "You can relax, just have a good time." I was struck. You heard me? True story. Boosie can contest. They told me don't look at her. I counted every elevator.
I got a quick funny Beyonce story real quick.
Please do.
So throughout the tour, of course, when you go on tours and everything, 9 times out of 10 you become family with everybody on the tour. Like, that's a good tour. I mean, there's no conflictions or anything like that. So Chrisette is family, and now I've been to Chrisette, but now meeting Solange, this was a new thing. You're like, wow, we got Solange, she dope. This is Beyonce's little sister. She has her own name. She has her own art that she presents to the world, but
right.
She Beyonce's sister, and Beyonce's Solange's sister. You know what I'm saying? So we became like family on the tour. We've been cool, boom, boom. It's to the point where I did a picture for her son, Jules, right? So I think we was at Disney in LA, whatever the Disney is.
Disneyland.
Is it Disneyland? Anaheim? Yeah. Doing the show there. So we sound check and we go on first because we the headline of the tour. So I was sound checkers first, and then it reverses backwards, whatever. So I'm sitting on the speaker backstage, and then Solange come around the corner, her and her entourage, her security guard, her son, and a few other people. I think like her manager. So when they saw me, she's like, "Hey, Picasso, what's going on?" Gave a hug, whatever. She said, "Jules," she said, "Tell Mr. Picasso thank you for your painting." And he's like, "Thank you, thank you, Mr. Picasso." So that's how we developed our friendship, whatever. She had put my painting on her Hadley Street Dreams website. It was like a journal, whatever.
Okay.
So fast forward, I forgot what age she turned. It was like 23 or 25. Somewhere around that. It was her birthday. She was doing a celebration in the hills in LA. So I was invited to come to that birthday celebration, a personal invite between her and her manager. So he was there, Clayton Portis was there, and a few other people was there as well.
CP.
So it was dope too. It was overlooking like LA, it was on the hills, pool and bag. It was dope. So now fast forward, everybody chilling. Who shows up? Of course she gonna show up. Beyonce show up, right? So I'm like, I gotta go say what's up. I don't care about them. I'm gonna say what's up, whatever. So I waited a little while. They was doing a little sisterly thing, dance with each other in the middle of the dance floor, whatever. So at the right time, I actually walked over and just kind of be on, like, I walked over to be like, let my presence be known, but I was gonna just like walk in the conversation, whatever. But when I got up to them, I waited for a few minutes, and then Solange was like, "Hey, this is this is Demont, Picasso. He does this live painting on stage." To Beyonce, she, "Oh well, nice to meet you," whatever. I said, "Hey, nice to meet you too," right? So I was like, "Do you mind taking a picture?" She said, "Sure." She took the phone out of my hand. It was either a phone or a disposable camera. I really can't remember. She took whatever device I had in my hand, took it, and she took the picture of me and Solange. She gave it back. Because I asked her, "Did she mind taking the picture?" I said,
She literally got you.
Wow. I ate that
She
one.
literally got you.
I said, "Hey, look. Now looking back, you always look back, right? When I look back, I'm like, nah. I need a picture with you." And she probably just like took it, whatever. But that was so smooth. That was so smooth. And she probably was waiting to see what I was gonna do, whatever. But she was real friendly. It was dope. So that was the. That was the only one time I actually like spoke to her. I've been in her presence probably like two, 3 times, but that was the closest one. But that was dope. Wow. While taking a picture, she said, "Yeah." She took the phone out of my hand or the camera, whatever.
You fulfilled your question.
Yeah, she got it.
That is so funny, bro. That is so funny.
Wow.
That is so funny.
We're
looking for those who do not know. We have the big homie Demont Pinder, aka Demont Picasso, on here or whatever. Demont, for everybody who may know you or do not know, can you tell us how this art journey started for you? So you're actually from New York, right? You're actually from Queens.
Yeah, I'm from Queens, born in Southside Jamaica, Queens. So
okay, what up, 50?
Yeah, what up, 50? What up, Nicki Minaj? What up, Run DMC? Ja Rule, what up? You know, it's a lot of people that came from there. But the thing is, when people ask where you LL, you know, LL got longevity in the game. Salt and Pepper, like that part of Queens.
I thought Salt and Pepper. DJ Envy.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. We can keep going. When people ask where I'm from Queens. I went to school in PG County, and as an artist, I'm more established in DC more than anywhere. So literally, Queens, New York, PG County, and Washington.
When did you come to PG County? When did you come to PG County? What year? How old were you when you ventured to our area from Queens?
Oh no, I was real young. It was like 89.
Oh, okay.
So what I tell people is though, those three places though, Queens, New York, PG County, and DC, they all equally make up who Demont Pinder is.
Okay.
I can't say one without the other. I can't just be like, yeah, I'm from New York, and then forget about all the love and friends I got here, and then vice versa. I can't be here and forget about my roots in New York. So all three places equally make up who Demont Pinder is. So you rock with Demont Pinder, you rock with Queens, PG County, and Washington, D.C. I'm more established in DC more than anywhere, so that's where my foundation is at. That's where my presence is, where I've done majority of my shows and things like that. So, it started out, you know, I came down to Maryland when I was about 9 years old. I moved to Mattapony. I actually went from 57th Avenue in Queens, which is left right where Capone Noriega from.
Oh no. Well, just let me say this. I got family from Queens. We talked about this before. I have a lot of family. My father's side of the family still have family in Queens. So I know that literally where Left Rack at, which is like one of the hardest areas. It's almost like the equivalent of Queensbridge. So I do know what Left Rack is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's wild up there, bro.
Yeah, and each building is named after a different country. So I used to live in building Rome. And that's why Capone Noriega, they'd be like, Iraq, you know, Left Rack. It's called Left Rack, but they call it Iraq and things like that. So I left Left Rack in like 88, 89, 57th Avenue to later on in Mattapony, 57th Avenue in Bladensburg.
Wow.
That's why I started my PG County journey. Moved all over, bro. Got evicted plenty of times, so we ended up in different neighborhoods, man. So that now I realize the beauty of that too, man. The beauty in the struggle. And I always, when I had these conversations, I get a chance to talk to a different part of the world, you know, via y'all platform. I like to share. You'll always hear me throw out things like that. Yeah, we got evicted. I say it so loosely because it's a very instrumental part of my life, you know, and I really appreciate it now looking back because it humbles me. You know, it's to the point now when I actually see it going past like a neighborhood and I see the thing like somebody's got evicted. That part saddens me because I already got through it, but it saddens me to see it. But it don't sadden me to talk about it because I lived through it or whatever. But it's a big part of my life, you know, things we went through and overcame. I think it was pretty dope, man. I think situations like that make you who the person you are. So with me, no matter what level I climb to, whatever amount of success I get, I always have that reminder, and I think that's the blessing in all of it. Like I never want to get to a point where I'm too big, you know what I mean? Too big headed. So if y'all ever see me and I'm acting a little crazy, a little different, put me to the side, like, yo, Picasso, that's not you. Cause something might be going on. You don't know what, you know what I mean? But just let me know, like, yo, that's not you, bro. That's not you. That's not your character. Let me know that. You know what I mean? Don't let me build up all these years my character and then mess it up, whatever. You know what I mean? Intentionally.
They'll hold that one night against you.
Yeah, that whole one night. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, let me ask you, because I was curious when I found out you was our guest. I was like, I always wanted to know, when did the brush in the hand start? When did it actually, like, who put the brush in your hand to start this painting thing?
So it goes back to when I moved down from New York. I used to live in Spring Hill Lake too, right? Went to Spring Hill Lake Elementary. So my older cousin, Sean, used to have these sessions with me, these like graffiti sessions. Like I know about the Black Book and everything. The Black Book in the graffiti world and the art world is, you have a group of friends, a group of artists that you know. This Black Book with different pages, right? They blank. I do my piece in it. I pass it to you. You do your piece. You pass it to her. And it goes on. And then at the same time, you have a book too that you passing to me. So we literally, I'm gonna start that back up in my community. So we literally blessing each other with our work inside our books, but everybody got their own
Just
book.
rotating.
Right. Yeah. So it's the black book. So I started out with like seeing things like that from my older cousin, right? So I used to spend hours on stippling. Stippling is dots. Like I used to know how to draw a face out of just dots. Like I had all the patience in the world, right? Being young. Now I'm trying to do a whole building in 2 days. I'm talking about 30 foot by 40 feet. You know what I mean? So my mentality is different. So it went from, that's how I made relationships too in my elementary. Like I was the one drawing people names on traffic keepers. I started out with my mind, and then it went to like, oh, can you do my name too? Remember, I was young. I was like in the 6th grade with a teenager level, you know what I mean, of talent because of my older cousin, right? And then also my older sister, Dawn, who's famous in our family for drawing characters and everything like Tweety Bird and Mickey Mouse, things like that, right? So I got it naturally from my family.
It sound like it's in the genes.
It's in the genes. You know what I mean? It's in the genes. So I was the guy doing people names and traffic keepers. I built up a reputation of this guy from New York with the 8-ball coat. I used to have an 8-ball coat.
I think we all did. Except Bootsy. Except Bootsy, he didn't have one.
So it went from that. Like my man Kevin, right? He just said this for my birthday the other day. He said, yo, my man Kevin Quinn, he said, yo, I was the man in school, right? I was the best artist in school until Monty came with his New York markers. So they put all that they gave all the credit to the markers that I was using. I used to actually blow the marker on the paper and everything, and it splashed like spray paint. So all these little different techniques. So I went from elementary to middle school doing a t-shirt for the middle school, to a mural in the middle school, to high school and things like that, right? And then 2002, to fast forward, I think I painted my first picture in 2001.
Wow.
When the towels dropped, I believe. I think that's when I remember really picking up a paintbrush. Prior to that, it was markers and pen and things like that. So to answer your question, like 2001.
Okay. Nika Ray?
Wow. I'm just blown away. I didn't know you were doing it since you were yay high. Because I mean, I'm sure you probably look at your paintings from then and look at where you are now. Like, did you ever see this being where you are now from a little kid? Like, is this what you dreamed of being?
So
or expanding to?
Work study class. I think that was 11th grade or 12th. It was one of those two. I think it was 12th though, because you get a half a day when you're in 12th grade, right? Like you get to leave early. I think
if you're smart, you do.
Bootsy had a full schedule. I
definitely had a full one, brother.
So work study class, we had to do I forgot it was work study. So we had to do like a presentation and pretty much say what you want to do in life and whatever. I do remember writing in that book, or my own personal book, was I want to have my own clothing line. I want to be like a fashion designer, like Donna Karen back in the day. Cara Kana, who I actually had the pleasure of meeting on FaceTime a couple of months ago. That's another story. That was kind of dope. But Cara Kana, Donna Karen, Ralph Lauren. I did say that I wanted to have like longevity like Ralph Lauren. And actually the same people I just named too though. But I know Ralph Lauren, like he definitely was one of them situations where you can never front on it. Like no matter what somebody has on, if somebody come through with the Ralph Lauren polo horse right there, they out the way, but they still have they have a certain class with them. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, nah, even right now, somebody can have the Balenciagas, somebody come through with the Ralph Lauren, it's like, oh, all right, nah, he's chilling, little bucket hat, whatever, chilling. It's a language, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to model my career, any career that I would have after Ralph Lauren, who I see that's been in the game that has a lot of longevity. Same thing as brother Carl and I, and so on. So did I see that I would be where I'm at today? I don't even know where I'm at today. I probably still don't know because I'm still in it working, and I'm always trying to outdo myself. I'm always trying to outwork myself, trying to reinvent myself. So I'm constantly trying to evolve. So I don't get a chance to really sit back and see where I'm at today. You know, I think that's for the people to say where I'm at with it, and you know, on this journey.
Well, I mean, you definitely went from, you know, drawing your name to doing 30-foot buildings or you know what I mean, murals. You know what I mean, as far as painting. So you definitely have evolved, expanded, you've grown.
You come up a little bit, bro. You come up a little bit.
You're not getting evicted no more. You're not out here getting evicted no more.
That's him being humble, like right now. Like you've done it. Like you've been on stage and you have been able to create a masterpiece while just being on stage, where some people may take months at a time to just create one, you know, one piece of art. So you've definitely mastered, whether it be the time. And now I've also seen you do the clothing where you're designing people's faces just using your clothes. How did that come about with the whole clothing
thing? I did see that before. Yeah.
So with the clothing thing, it's crazy. I be having so many things stored in my mind. I look at life through a different lens, right? I'm sure we all do. So I don't want to sound cliche or whatever. But
no, some people don't. Well, go ahead.
I literally be seeing things out of things. Like I could look at a tree and all the different cuts and everything. I could make prime example, right? My brother passed away. My biological brother passed away. And what happened was, my brother has the same type of beard as me, right? We call it the platinum joint, right? My brother has locks, but he had cut it in his, you know, in his last months or year of living. Shout out to my brother.
Yeah,
passed away, you know, dearly miss him. But the beautiful thing about this story is when he passed away in Florida, I flew back home to only fly back to be with my family. But when I touched back down in Florida, I was being picked up by my sister, right? My oldest, not my oldest, but my older sister and her fiance. So we in the airport headed to my brother's house, and I'm just gazing into the sky. My brother just passed like 3 or 4 days prior, right? So I'm just gazing into the sky. I looked at the cloud. I said, "Oh shoot!" I took my phone, took a picture. I said, "Yo, I just saw my brother." You know how people see clouds and stuff, and like, yeah. No, I literally saw my brother, and I got it on my Instagram. If somebody searched whatever,
I remember that.
It was a profile picture, right? The way the cloud was looking, it was a profile picture, and it looked like my brother. Like the cloud was like it formulated like a profile. And I put the picture side by side, the cloud and my brother, and you can clearly see like the bushy hair, which is his locks, his beard, the nose, and then it's like a sun was beaming on him, and it was like a newborn baby on his head too. So it's amazing. So you know, to go back, I'll literally be seeing images and things out of anything. You know what I mean? So as far as the clothing thing, when you accept so many different inspiration inside your memory bank, you never know when it's gonna come back out. So I'm not sure where I actually saw this being done or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm famous for like taking ketchup at a dinner table or whatever and making a face out of it. You know what I mean? So I'm always challenging myself to make images out of just different things. So I can't tell you exactly where it came from. Am I the only person doing it? No. Was I the first person to do it? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But what I try to bring different to the table is I implement myself into the art. So I literally put all of me into my work. So a lot of times you'll see me hidden inside the portrait with the clothing. So I feel like that's my claim to fame with the whole fabric, you know, world.
I have a quick question. It's a little off topic because you were mentioning, you know, your beard with you and your brother, that you guys kind of have similarities. Boosie Vegas cannot get his beard to connect. Can you help him and give him some advice or something? Look, it just don't connect. He got little spots.
Nah, he got the fly shot, right?
Nothing's fly.
Awesome. I'm so awesome. Hello.
You got the fly joint. Like that's a whole the thing is I can't grow mines like that. I be seeing people with their beards like touching their kneecaps. I don't know how that happens. Like I don't even know how that's even possible.
It don't really connect though. He got little patches, but it don't really connect.
That's the Shot Glizzy T.I. type joint, right? It's fly.
Because I'm so awesome. Old girl keep calling. Hello. She think I'm awesome.
When you got that look, that means you got that money for real. Because the same two
Why?
people I
Now that I'm with you, Picasso. Now, Picasso, let me ask you this question because I am fascinated by the fact, and you are the only person that I've ever seen in my human life seen do this. How did you come up with the concept to make art out of clothes? Like I see you can draw pictures out of clothes to where Fox 5 talked about it. People always talk about these images. Where did that come from? Where did that whole idea of
I don't know where he was for the past 30 seconds because I swear he just answered
that question
about clothes.
Yes. He just said he hides himself in the clothes and everything. That's his staple.
No, I said the whole concept of putting clothes on the floor. Demont put clothes on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and explain it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I feel like he was holding on to that question so he wouldn't forget that he missed the answer. So he asked the question.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
How should I answer that?
Let me ask you something that we haven't asked you, and this might be yourself. Go ahead. I'm just messing. Go ahead, Bootsy.
Well, they said you already answered it, Picasso. So you go ahead then.
All right. Look, let me ask you this: How far back do you keep paintings? And I'm asking for self because the first time I had a real direct interaction with you, UCB was performing down what was it called, Nika Ray, behind the MCI Center?
R&R.
The R&R Lounge. And you actually, I was DJing in the corner and I seen you over there and I was like, we in downtown DC. It's a lot of things going on. And I was like, wow, this dude in here painting the party. And you came over there and presented a painting of me DJing live in the party. And I was like, if I'd have known it, you wouldn't have left downtown DC with that. How far back did your archives go? Do we need to go in the storage bin? Like, what's the deal?
If I could see that image, then I probably have an idea of where it may be. I do have like 2 storages full of art, and then also I'm gonna check out a little. Say something real quick.
Okay, we're getting the exclusive.
What is the exclusive?
Yeah, it's
pretty, the red light, the blue light.
Tour here.
Let's see. How you turn this train over? Is it a way to turn the? I don't think you can turn the camera over. Can you?
Are you on? What are you on?
I'm on my phone.
Laptop. Phone. Yeah. You should be able to. It should be like a little reverse symbol, or just flip the phone around.
All right.
Oh wow!
My goodness, yeah. We got to get some Heineke's and some chicken wings to find that one. But it's in there.
It's not in here. It's not in here. No, this is my more recent stuff. Like in a couple of years, I have a whole collection where it's like a decade old and stuff like that. It wouldn't be in here. These are more. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty crazy in here. We got
okay.
Let's see.
I know I have a picture of the picture.
I mean, I remember seeing him in R&R, but obviously I didn't know Demont then. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I remember seeing him, and I was just like, I'd be in different spaces and see. Ooh, no. I see pictures. Is that Tupac?
Yeah, that was Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah, quick on the eye. Quick on the eye. Wow.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing him in the spots, painting and everything, but I didn't know you at the time. So I know you now, but at the time I was just like, oh, that is so cool. That was a cool concept because, around the city, I didn't personally see anybody doing it, especially with our local music scene. So I thought that was amazing.
Right.
Shout out to brother W. Ellington Felton. He so how that whole painting on stage concept right. came, I always like to give the credit where credit is due. So Raheem actually experienced that or saw West doing it first. So when Raheem was going on tour, that's when Raheem invited me to do it. So I guess I would be the first to be on the road with it on a major tour, taking it around the world, that thing, inside our culture. It's become real popular. I'm not sure if people got inspired from seeing me or other people like that. But that's what art is about. It's about inspiring each other. I've been inspired by certain things, you know, just in life in general. So therefore, the next person is too, and then they entitled to do their rendition of what they do. But I do get, you know, an inbox here and there, email, and people letting me know how much like I'm an inspiration to them, and it's humbling because, you know, to be able to put that energy out into the world and then somebody actually receive it, and the people that's been hitting me up are like dope, incredible artists. So it's like, dang, if I'm an inspiration to you doing this, like if I'm even 3% of an inspiration, like that's amazing. Like I'm humbled that you taking this journey serious as well. So the whole, but now I will say though, it was a point in my life where I was going extremely hard as far as popping up everywhere, like in and out these clubs. Now I'll be in places where like the Go-Go's or just different, like I'll be in so many different crazy places. It could be dark, and I'll be using my cell phone as the light. So many different environments. I come from that, so I'm accustomed to live performing in any type of conditions, you know. So I think that's one of my superpowers because I grew up under it, you know what I mean, and going through it.
Have you taken anyone like under your wing at all to like? I don't want to say. Oh, look, he has a picture. I don't know if you can see that, Demont.
My screen is small. I can't blow it up.
I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, I know that style too. So I'm sure it's probably inside the I know what storage it might be in.
We gotta find that one.
We gotta find that one. and that's like those like my Rolls Royces too. That's funny. That storage that I have with all these old pieces, those are more vintage, right?
Yeah.
Those are my reasonable doubts. Those are my Illmatics. My
price tag just went up, Nika Ray. Tag just went up. He slid that vintage on there. I said, well, it was a first for me. So yeah.
Look, he said Rolls Royce. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's good to have a Bentley in your life.
So now you've done the tour or touring with Raheem and being able to be on the road with doing your paintings on stage. How long does it normally take you to finish a painting? Like, is there a particular size that gives you a certain amount of time, or is it just the same amount of time?
It depends on what the situation is, what the show is. Are we doing the Ellen show? You know, we only got 3 minutes. Are we doing Jay Leno show? We only got 3 minutes. Or are we doing Constitution Hall and we open it up, we got 25 minutes. Or are we headliner, we got an hour and 35. Whatever that situation is, that's what activates me to like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is what the concept is. I need to be here at that particular moment. Like them TV shows is crazy, yo. Like performing on Ellen, like when it's showtime, it's like, yo, the world is watching right now. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, the world. You have no time for nothing. You cannot mess up anything, whatever. Oh, you gotta live with it. But the funny thing about the Ellen show is my earlier style, I used to paint my colors first, right? All my colors. And then I go back with my detail, my black ink, and I create an image. So this particular show, I already had it mapped out with the Ellen. Like, all right, I'm ready. I'm gonna get this joint done in this amount of time. So they was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The joints open up, whatever, and then the music come on. Rod start singing, whatever. We perform it, we get it in 3 minutes, like 17 seconds, 25 seconds, whatever. I finished the joint. I look back, I'm like, yo, it's done. The world is on my back, right? Because my back is turned while they performing and everybody looking, right? So we finished, and then our performance goes into a commercial, right? Or she says, all right, give it up right in the wall. Let's go to commercial. Go to commercial. I happen to look in the corner, and I see my our manager at the time, Jerry Vines, right? He in the corner. He like, yo, what you do? I'm like, why? He said, yo, she looks black. I use blues, purples, and reds on my palette, and when I drew the image on top of it, she already had like a dark skin.
Oh,
so
no.
It made it look like she was black. And the irony of the whole thing is, everybody always say Ellen, she got soul and stuff with it. So I guess it worked to my advantage, but that was the thing. Wow. But I'll never forget, finish that performance, and I look over and I see Jerry like, crying, like, yo, I can't, what? Yo, she look black. I said, wow, yo. So that was my Ellen show. And when it goes back to your question about how long do it take, it really depends on the situation. If I'm doing a wedding reception where I got a couple of hours. If I'm doing a birthday party, I'm just popping up. So I pay according to how much time I have and what the situation is.
Gotcha. So how did it come about for you to be in like doing the paintings backstage at the Howard Theater or like at Kitchen Cray? Because every time I see your artwork, I'm like, oh, I gotta snap a picture. Like my man's got his stuff up here. Like I gotta represent. So I get excited when I see your artwork around the city. But how does that come about with you being able to have the whole like, you know, the mural that you have backstage and downstairs at the Howard Theater? For anybody that's been backstage or downstairs at the Howard Theater, his work is everywhere there. And you know, like I said, Kitchen Cray and other places. How did that come about?
So the thing about the Howard Theater is, shout out to Kitchen Cray too, though. We go way back. We go back to when they was doing my house parties in Bowie at my friend Meredith's house, right? We used to, I used to have different themes. Actually, around this time for my birthday, I had this one year. I had this joint called the Fly Awards, and my invitation and my tickets were plane tickets. And that's how, you know, you get that. It came with a whole package, like a drink ticket, meal, and all that stuff. Kitchen Cray was my like they was the chefs and everything, right? So when you go in the garage, that's where I present my theme to the people. So it's the Fly Awards. You go in the garage, I had a little fake me out conveyor belt, and I had my TSA agents, was my cousin.
Wow.
Doris and Erica, they was my agents, right? So literally when you walk in, you got to show your ticket, and then you had to push your pocketbook or your wallet, whatever, through the little belt and things like that. So that played off the whole Fly Awards. That was
You know you're gonna see that again, right?
I was about to say, look, you done gave it
Now
away.
that you've giving it away, you know you're gonna see that.
It's
on
already
the party
implemented.
again.
It's already done. Like they could eat off, they could do it, whatever. But it's already a hashtag and everything. It's already
Okay.
It happened years ago. So I'm gonna do it again. Yes. So me and the brothers Kitchen Cray, you know, we got that history from that far back. So it's dope to see where they at now. You know, I think they're going on a third restaurant.
Yep.
And, so you know, the relationship is there. It's important to build relationships, right? I think that'll take you further than you can actually imagine. So that's how that went about. That's just fast forward years later. They have an establishment, and they invited me over to, you know, do a wall. They actually commissioned me to do a wall in a restaurant. So with the Howard Theater, shout out to my sister Mika Woods. She was one of the was she like a marketing director? I don't know her actual title, but it's my sister. You know, she was real supportive. I used to always go back and forth to the Howard Theater and actually see the blank walls, right? So I had a conversation with her. I'm like, yo, Mika, think they'll let me put some stuff on the wall? She said, I'll find out. So she made the connection between myself and then the owners of the Howard Theater, you know, the Ellis family and the Ben Susans, right? Out of New York. So she got the word to them and got the word back that I was approved to do it. So I started out with the one wall that was actually right outside her office. So those who've been to the Howard Theater and been backstage, like you all, when you go downstairs, the wall with Chuck Brown and Shaka Brown and Lil Benny, that was the first wall that I did.
Polo, right? I think you have Polo on it too.
Yeah, so that was the first wall I did. So with me, they said, yeah, let's start off with this wall. So like, all right, cool. So I started off with this wall. That just bled it around the corner and just kept going and just kept going. I just turned that joint to my canvas. I'm talking about the ceilings, stuff on the floor. It just became organically like one of my biggest historic projects, you know, just because what the building stand for. It was born in 1910, I think. It was before the Apollo. So it's humbling to have an art installation on a foundation that served, that was so important to our culture. Like that was the only place that could perform back in the days, you know. So to have my art in there, you know, I feel like my art spirit is sharing the same spirit as the Marvin Gaye's and the Temptations and things like that, you know. So it's crazy. So that's how that relationship happened between me and Howard Theater. It was through Mika Woods. Did you do the Ben's wall? I didn't. That work is dope. Okay. That work is dope. The wall. Shout out to Neocon. Neocon is actually the artist that did that wall. Okay. I'd have been foul not to say his name, knowing I know, you know what I mean? He's a dope artist. So no, I always wondered. I always wondered
Did P do this joint
I
right
didn't do.
here?
I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one. The one I've done is on 14th and Euclid. I got a big Mr. John Lewis portrait on the wall. It's one of my most proud pieces, most challenging because I had to hang from the roof to do it. It was 7 stories up, so it might be the tallest mural in the city because
14th and Euclid.
On 14th and Euclid, because uptown, so it's already above downtown. And
I'm from uptown. That's why I'm trying to picture it.
Right
So it's
gas station right after you pass the paint.
Okay, the BP. Okay.
BP on the left hand side. The building is on the right hand side.
On the right. Okay.
Yeah. So it might be one of the tallest murals in the city because it's uptown. So that's crazy.
How tall is it?
I'm not. It's 7 stories tall, but the thing is, it's on top of the hill, so it's overlooking DC.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's we got taller buildings in DC, more than 7 floors, but the fact that it's uptown.
I'm riding by that joint tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's outside.
Huh?
Is it? It's a view. It's from outside, or is it?
It's outside. Yeah. You can see
I'm riding by that joint tomorrow. Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Sean in the mayor's office too as well. They help facilitate that.
You talking about the nightlife mayor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's his thing. So you have become like and I don't want to say this like per se, but people do consider you this. You've become like the artist to the celebrities, at least in this area. Who was the first celebrity person that you did that you really got a reaction to where they really appreciated it?
I don't know if it's my phone. He was breaking up for a minute. I don't know if it's mine or yours.
Oh, okay. I said, lately, well, not lately, but for a while, you have become the DMV celebrity. Oh, wow. He can't hear me? Come on, Kaz.
Is it good? Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it was breaking up badly. It was sounding like RoboCop.
Can you hear me now, my brother?
It's like somebody else talk.
Picasso, how you doing, Picasso?
Good. We good. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Let me get these questions in before your service cut off on me. This might be a sign from Raheem. No, I'm joking. So you have become like the DMV celebrity artist when celebrities come in. What was the first big celebrity that you painted for that you got an amazing reaction from?
Well, the first I could remember the first celebrity that I did something for, and I actually got commissioned to do it. Like he actually paid me for it, and I wasn't looking for it. That was D.L. Hughley, and that was actually on my birthday many years ago. It was at a comedy club in Laurel. I did a portrait of him. Okay. Jenny Jones was there as well. So I did the portrait. He's like, "Wow, that's beautiful, man." He slid me some money. I like, "Wow, that's crazy." So that was like the beginning.
Wow.
Getting paid for my gift.
Shout out to D.L. Hughley. Let me just say this. D.L. Hughley is top 5 the most realest human beings I've ever met in my life. That man is like real. Like when you meet him, he's one of the realest human beings ever. You would think you know him already. Shout out to D.L. Hughley because I can absolutely see that.
Yeah. Nah. I'll never forget that. I love to run into him again or him hear the story, but it was him. And then I had John B was a crazy reaction because he was on stage.
Boy, the smile.
He was on stage.
The smile.
He was like, "Yo, this at the Howard Theater." He was like, "Man," he said, "Man, they got all this beautiful art." And that's not his exact words, but he was like, "Yo, they got this beautiful art backstage, man. They got all these people on the wall, and they got Robin Thicke." He said, "Yo, I was the first one, right?" He said, "How did I have you on the wall?" So little did he know that I actually was there to surprise him and put him on the wall. So when the show was over, I'm sure he was real. I'm sure he really meant what he was saying, but it wasn't like no beef or nothing between him and Robin. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I think he was really saying to make joke, make light, whatever. But what he did was too, though, he actually was putting it out in the air too, like, "Yo, like I need to be on that wall, whatever." So when the show was over, he came backstage. The picture was done, and when he saw that picture, man, his reaction was crazy.
Was it close to Nika Ray's reaction? Because I take it Nika Ray was at this event.
She was, because I was there.
Yeah.
You
His
were
reaction
not
was
there.
crazy.
I was there.
You
I was
weren't
there.
there. You
That was
wanted
the
to be there
day.
with me.
Hold on. That was the day that because Michelle Wright was there, and I introduced you to Michelle Wright that day. I remember that
No,
day.
what you're referring to the Lincoln Theater. That Lincoln Theater was after the
I'm
event
sorry.
at the Howard Theater.
I'm sorry.
So
Oh,
his reaction of,
I know when John B's in town, and that was not the night that you weren't there.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Picasso.
you know what I'm saying, his reaction was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, oh my God, man, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So it you know, when you get reactions like that for your art, anything you do, man, you know, it just it encourages you to keep going. You know what I mean? It makes up for any acknowledgement that you didn't get prior to that for some other things you done. You know what I mean? It just overshadows all of that. So it was dope, man, to see that reaction from him.
What was it?
That was a dope night because he even like talked to us about Tupac and his experience with Tupac, and I thought that was amazing because you don't really get to. I mean, not to say there's not a lot of artists that are still living that have worked with him, but he took pride in, you know what I mean, the work that he did with him and spoke to him in the highest form.
Mm-hmm. You gave him a lot of props.
So I know you. Okay, I'm saying I know you've worked. You've done your painting on a lot of stages. What stage wowed you? Like, I can't believe I'm getting ready. Not paint the location, but actually paint at that location. Which location wowed you? Like, I'm getting ready to throw it down right here. I can't believe it.
It's a lot of them. I mean, I performed at the Apollo with 3 different artists: Raheem,
Okay.
DMX, and Rakim. Like, so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, it was a lot of barking on stage. So in each situation is different. The Barclays. So going back to the Barclays Center, sold out MTV 30th anniversary. That was one of the wild moments. Like seeing the crowd. I'm talking about, it was just filled up. You know what I mean? About to go on stage with the guard MC, who's actually my cousin. We found out later on.
Really?
With who was that?
Rakim.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, that New York connection, boy. That neighborhood had to be popping. I need to grow up in that neighborhood.
He LI, Long Island. But to them stages, like I painted at Miss Aretha Franklin's the day before her funeral. I had a tribute concert. So knowing
wow. Okay.
Like being called upon for that, like, shout out to her family too. I'm real cool.
But you met her before, right? But
yeah.
I remember that. What was that like? Because I heard she was real as well.
She reminds you of your aunt, like your auntie, like your auntie that makes some good macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? Like good. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just real soulful. Like it's surreal. Like to paint for the Queen of Soul. Like we did it for her birthday party. That's when I first met her.
I remember.
In Detroit, and then became cool with her niece, which is Crystal. So fast forward, when the situation happened, I was invited to pay homage to her. So that was surreal. I had Tyler Perry right behind me. Like I was right here in front of the stage, and Tyler Perry's right here by the speaker, about 4 feet behind me, dancing, looking at the show.
Wow.
So that was the minister walked past him in the FOI. Like,
oh wow,
so many people there. So that was definitely one of the stages where it's like, wow, like
okay,
I'm for the Queen of Soul.
Now the other crazy thing about that Aretha Franklin thing, which is still, I can't stop laughing about this. Raheem said that when y'all did the show for her,
the money,
that she went into her bra and took the money out and paid y'all out of the money out of her bra. He was like, bro, I thought he was waiting, and she said, oh, no, I got it right here. And
well, she paid at that situation. She paid Raheem and Manager, you know what I mean? And then they'll break it down like that way, you know what I mean? But it's not like she was like, I want,
no ATM action, huh? But ATM action.
But nah, she definitely did do that. Like,
hey, dog, she went into her bra.
Yeah.
That's how you cover your expenses right there. That's how you cover your expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, I know you get a lot of wild requests. What is the craziest painting request that you have? And I'm thinking it's gonna be a body canvas. Let's go.
I did a couple of body joints before. Not a lot though. It's like a handful.
Okay.
What's the craziest? Come on. And I'm sure after this conversation is over, I'm like, oh, I even named that. What's the craziest canvas? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay.
I
It's
can
all
help.
good.
I was about to say, okay, go ahead and marinate on that because I do have another question. Because for you to have moved to Maryland when you were younger, I feel like you still have your New York accent. I still want to also know, like, what was the transition as far as music? Like, were you already acceptable to go-go, or was that something that had to grow on you? Because I know that obviously New York is a heavy hip hop or rap scene. To come down to DC and have so much influence from go-go.
I didn't appreciate it until I was like older, meaning it was just a background for me. Like when I was younger, I know about the sardines and doing the butt. I just hear it. I didn't know if I was a fan or not of it. You know what I mean? It's not like I heard him like, oh, I hear this because I'm a hip hop, whatever. Nah, I actually, now I think about it, I kind of got introduced to. Well, of course, I had to Run DMCs and Salt and Peppers and things like that. But I came down here when I was like 8 or 9, so that's around the same time my older cousin Black put me on to hip hop, like so. And I was living in Mattapan, so Go-Go was, the soundtrack. When I became older is when I got a chance to really appreciate it, and understand it, especially being close with the guy who started the genre, his children, shout out to the Chuck Brown family and children, who's my sister KK, Wiley, Nico, you know what I mean? That's family. So being
Right.
that close to them and their father started the whole genre, of course I developed appreciation on that manner too. Like I painted at his service at the convention center.
Right.
Yeah.
Go-Go is dope, and just fact, like it's so many different layers to it too, though. Somebody that's like from New York or anywhere else wouldn't understand it until they came down here and got into it. You know what I mean? You gotta go to a Go-Go itself to really see how it's moving everybody. You know what I mean? Like this is really their or our music. I'm from here too. You know what I'm saying? This is our music. Like it has a signature sound to it. So when you experience it, I think you definitely appreciate it even way more. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you a guy and you trying to figure out what Go-Go is about, you might want to go see it, and then you want to see a selection on, like you want to see the
Who's your
variety
band?
that going on. You know what I mean? So
Who's your band? Who makes you? Who's your band? Who's in your iPod and your speakers?
well, I'm that person that people hate, man, because I don't really give real answers. I'm always gonna give a biased answer. I'm gonna be a
Okay,
neutral
that's
person.
why I threw it out there. I just
Yeah.
wanted to test the
Nah,
water.
I love them all for different reasons. You know what I mean? Like I got different, like, you know what I mean? Like it's so many. I don't want to name one and then not name somebody else.
I know who you came to see the most. I know what band that you came to see the most.
Absolutely. But I think they in their own lane. I think everybody has their own lane, right? Everybody, even in Go-Go. But when I say like Black Alley, who's a Go-Go / rock / R&B, they have so many different genres under their belt. I don't just associate them with just Go-Go, you know what I mean? So they didn't just pop up. But I'm way more I'm very connected with them because of my relationship with each of them. And also like I performed with them numerous times. So I was like the extra member. So that's a whole nother special feeling, you know what I mean, that I have for them. But it's so many, like every band that's out there for the most part. I know it's probably a whole bunch of new ones, but like the older ones, like the UCBs, the TCBs, the Backyards, it's just so many. Like EU, like I'm cool with, you know what I mean, Sugar Bear, you know what I mean. He came to my home and blessed my home because I want him to see the clothing joint that I did. I had his presence in here, you know what I mean. So it's just so many. It's so many, and whoever I didn't name just right now, the love is still there. You know what I mean? It's not intentionally. It's just it's so many to name. But I love the music, man. I love how it makes you feel, how it gets you motivated. You know what I mean? I hate the stigma that's attached to it though, where it's always some type of. A lot of times, I ain't gonna say a lot of times, but what's inside our culture, it's not just Go-Go though. It's our culture, period. Like we got so much hatred amongst each other. You know what I mean? So it comes out a lot of times when we celebrating someone or being somewhere else where we actually having a good time, it seems like it always presents itself like come on, you know what I mean? Like we the only culture where we just seem like we hate each other so much. And I know it goes on in other situations, but I'm from this situation and I see it more. So
Right.
I do wish that you know, at some point, man, people just get it. And it's kind of cliche to say stop the violence and things like that because there's so many things going on internally that you have no idea what's going on, so you can't just stop it. But it's also like, how I'm gonna stop right now when you killed my brother last week? I gotta
Right.
get that off. I gotta get that off. So that's kind of like the mentality. So it's like it's almost like another ending story, man. But I just hope that at some point we get it because it's so much. It's like I feel like part of the world is against us and we against us too. So it's like we never win. It's almost like how would Michael Jordan have 6 rings if every time he went for a layup, Scottie Pippen gave him the elbow?
Hey,
Right.
So
That's a good.
what's
That's
a
a good one there.
typical day in Demont Pinder's day? Like, what's a typical day for you?
a lot of times my day don't end or it don't start because I just be up different times of the day. You know what I mean? Like a typical day is I like to cook, so I do my best on prepping a meal, nighttime. I don't have no time frame for it. You know, just whenever I feel like it. Definitely cooking, definitely painting, whether it's on the iPad or on canvas. Always constantly thinking about my next show or how I'm gonna outdo my last situation. What else? And answering texts, emails, Instagram. Instagram is a job. Like, you know, that's my source of income.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean that it's a job?
For me, I can't speak for nobody else, but people probably can relate. For me, I'm a full-time artist. I've been doing this for almost 19 years, full-time. So meaning I don't have a check. I don't have a check coming next week. It's not I can't wait to Thursday come next week because I don't have that. My check is when I work. That's why I'm so addicted to working, because working and working on your craft. For one, you're working on your craft. You know what I mean? You could never do too much working out. That's almost like if you want to get in shape and you want to become, you know what I mean, like cut up, you can never do too many push-ups. It's just added on to the situation. So for me, I could never do too many paintings. But I'm so addicted to capturing the moment too, because I call myself a historian. So anytime something is happening, I'm like, oh man, I gotta put this pen to the paper or canvas, whatever, and document these times that we living in. A lot of them is unfortunate times, some of good times, some birthdays. Like I've done built a lot of good relationships from the unfortunate situations, like Philando Castile mom, Valerie Castile. That's like my Minnesota mom. She a big supporter of mine. I try to be there for her as well. Like, you know, Eric Garner mom is Gwen Carr. You know, I got so many relationships with these real people who their loved ones been taken away from us in front of the world on TV and on body cams and things like that, like paying that Stephon Clark funeral and things like that. So that you know, doing that is very important to me. If I was a billionaire or millionaire, whatever, and I had money just sitting where I ain't gotta work for money, then that would allow me to free up my time to really do what I want to do. It's like if I was already good on money, I had to work for money. Then what happens is I got the bank account, we good over here, so I don't gotta work for that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a school, I'm gonna donate a mural. I don't care if it take a month. I can spend as much time I want because my money good, my bills, everything good. So a lot of times we work to make money to be able to live, but we have that money to just live, then you can really free up and do what you want to do. So for me, if I had the real capital like that, I would be able to produce more of these pictures from these tragic situations to try to bring light to these families. But I can't physically do it because everywhere I look, something is happening. That's like if I had a funeral home and I wanted to do everybody's funeral for free, I'll be out of business. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with the paintings. I try to do it as much as possible. Like I got a nice track record, but I get burnt out sometime, and it's like I feel bad if I can't give the same love to this family that I would have gave prior to. But the reality is, though, I might be on crunch time, and I got to meet my quota to survive. You know what I'm saying? So by me doing this, to take time away from my actual paid gig. You know what I mean? So it's a balance with that. You know what I mean? So I'll figure it out one day how I could try to like donate more of my time into the world.
What's
let me
the
ask you this.
biggest?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I was going to ask, I mean, like just speaking on or piggybacking off of what you're just stating, How did COVID affect you in your working with the whole pandemic? How did that affect you?
The way it affected me in the pot, well, two ways. I actually lost a few family members to COVID.
I'm sorry.
That I found out later on, like it was COVID related. That they say, you know what I mean. I don't even know where this thing is going or what kind of damage it's really doing, but they put that tag on to some of my loved ones that passed away. So that was the negative part. The positive part is this very space that I'm sitting in right now in my basement, my small humble basement in my home. It forced me to make this we're gonna be trapped in a house for how long? We can't. Oh, this is my new I'm gonna have to make a gallery that's gonna look like you in Miami or LA or New York, right in this space. So it forced my mind to creatively build something that I could feel comfortable walking downstairs in my world and get busy and then press a button and send it out to the world. So this pandemic forced me to build my palace right down here. Far as the art world. A lot of great things came from it. Like I got a show called Quarantine Basil, which is stemmed from Art Basil. Quarantine Basil is a virtual online show / gallery. I had a few great surprise guests. Like I had me and my brother Omari, we got this thing called Omari Picasso. When he do the poetry, I do the art. We merge the two together. We share it with the world, whatever, on my platform, his platform. We went live a couple of times and did the Quarantine Basil. I had, brother CeeLo Green. I had Melanie Fiona. I had Yo. I had so many great people. Joe Clare, Chuck Thompson, Roseanne. Like, there's so many great people through this hub. So the reality is, it's a small space, but it's really like Tigger's rap, like Rap City. You know what I'm saying? Like that booth, whatever.
Right.
Small room, but once you
the basement for real.
It's the basement for real. So fast forward, this pandemic, it really brought out the animal in me as far as my art, because it forced me to position myself to be able to create, like whether it's clothing, canvas, just anything. I'm really into the production mode, like really just acquiring like machines to produce the things that I like to get done. So that's what the pandemic done for me.
So out of all the things that you've ever painted, art that you've ever created, what is the biggest piece that has gotten the biggest response out of all the things you've ever done?
Well, recently, I'm sure it's more, but one of the ones that got the biggest response that I've seen was when I did, and this is recent, the George Floyd piece that I did out of the clothing.
Right.
On somebody's Instagram, no, not Instagram, but somebody's Facebook, I got tagged in it because somebody like, yo, the artist is Demont Pinder, so my name popped up on Facebook. And I went to the actual post. I'm like, who's this guy? It had 97,000 shares.
Wow.
On the joint, and all the comments, like thousands, like it was crazy. Like on Instagram, I remember one time LeBron James posted my picture that I did for him, and I literally saw my account like go from here to there, like it was crazy. And
What you mean account? You mean like your number?
No, not money account, not money account.
My followers.
My and the funny thing about it is, it actually in the long run, my money account probably was, God probably looking like, yo, you better acknowledge that you've been doing this for 18, 19 years and you're able to maintain. So that alone, you might not got the Lamborghini, but you level-headed and you got enough to put the meal on your table and probably get a pair of sneakers here and there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, okay.
That's the big part of success for me, just being able to maintain that level right there with just my craft. But yeah, when I say account, I'm talking about Instagram. He literally, like I kept refreshing his page. It was like 1,000 likes. Like it would be like 11,000. Then it'd be like refresh 14,000. It was crazy. So that digital world, you can see the numbers in real time, but ain't no telling who else sees it that you'll never know or who's affected by it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because likes definitely doesn't account for people who actually saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just imagine if you're seeing how many likes there are. I'm sure it was double or triple the amount of people that actually saw it and was able to see your work.
Right. The Tony Reg one was amazing as well. The mother of his oldest son is on here. Hey, Renee. She said that the Tony Reg one was fly as well. So That was and that was so fly. We literally, when we did the Tony Red's tribute show, we literally put it on a shirt and wore it because that Tony Red's one that you did was amazing, bro.
Nah, that's the bro right there, man. That's the least I could do. Honoring somebody like that as much as he's done for our community. You know what I mean? Like, I know firsthand, like 2 close members been affected in a positive way by him. Like he put, on his show, shout out to my little cousin Shay, Shay Stadiums, who's into the writing and music and everything like that. Tony gave him a platform, as well as my cousin Pelham. So shout out to Tony, the brother Tony, man, deeply missed, and we definitely appreciate what he's done and all that he gave to the underdogs.
Mm.
I didn't know it was a lot of people on here. I'm thinking this is something that's gonna be recorded and then put out. I can't see no comments, so I didn't realize we had a.
Oh yeah, it's live. It's live.
No, we're live.
Shout out to everybody that's on here. I can't see y'all, but follow me on Instagram.
Absolutely. Well, before you, I don't know if you have a website and everything, but before you get into all your contact information for people, can you explain to us about the painting in the back behind you? I know when you first got on, you said that was one of your most recent paintings and it glows in the dark, but can you give us some information about what you're doing back there?
I try to get into my contemporary, like abstract, like really abstract, what that would look like for Demont Pinder. I'm known for doing like portraits and things like that, but with here I just played around with different figures. Like, it's real clean, it's wild, but it's a contrast. It's wild, but it's clean. And that's almost, this really identifies with a Demont Pinder. So you see me out in the streets, right, or anywhere, I always got some type of edge with me. Like, this right here would be the equivalent to my cutoff shorts. I'm known for having like cutoff shorts, jean shorts, whatever. This clean part right here, it'd be my kicks. I'm always got a fresh pair of kicks on. I'm sorry, but that's just something that I like to do. So that's been like my style, you know what I mean? And all my kicks, I'm a shoe collector, but my shoe collection is what I like. I could go in the store if the shoe's $20. If I like it and I know I can freak them, I'm getting them. It don't have to be the Jordans. I got a few pair of Jordans, like little something like that. But I like shoes, you know what I mean? Like I like different things. So this picture does identify with Demont Pinder. The wild side mixed and it blends with the clean side. Like, I love that contrast. Like, I love having
the blend. Yeah, I like it. I got you.
The blend. Yeah, that's what the inspiration came from. But yeah, it glows in the dark. I got the highlights on here, fluorescent colors. So this is new out of my collection. I probably got a handful of like abstracts like this, but I got a ton of like portraits and other themes, things like that.
We're going to have you back on here while we do like maybe a music mix or something, and you create something while we're playing, our music mix.
It's not enough time. I feel like we could go for another 2 hours.
Oh, well, listen, I mean, like, the money can go into the mix right now. You can pull something up. We can make it happen right now on the spot. It's up to you, though.
Definitely schedule me back in because we got more we got to talk about. It's a lot of things.
Absolutely.
But I do have to, I would get it in with y'all. But I do got to do a piece. I got to do a new fabric piece that I'm gonna present to the world either tomorrow or Friday. So that has to get done tonight. But I do have a few things. Ask you a question. You got more questions?
I was just going to tell you to go ahead and put out your information, so that people will know how to contact you.
Okay, we'll get to that real quick. I'm just gonna promote something real quick.
Okay.
My birthday, Aquarius. You know how we do. My birthday was February 1st, which was this year, 2/1/21, right? February 1st, 21.
Oh.
So 2/1 plus 2/1 is how much? 42. I turned 42 this year.
Oh.
42. When I think about me being 42, what can I do this year that's special? 42. What do I think about 42? Oh, Jackie Robinson.
I'm about to say,
wow.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave that in the air. When you think about Demont's birthday this year, think about Jackie Robinson. So, and also I got something special that we're gonna put out, and it's gonna be 2/21. So the same thing. So February 21st, 2 times 21 is 42 again. So that's the day we picked that. It's gonna be something special. Can't talk too much about it, but it's gonna be special. Just think about Jackie Robinson. I have a collaboration with Know Our History Clothing right here. We have Kamala Harris along with Miss Shirley Chisholm. So you'll be able to go see that link on my Instagram. You follow me. There's so many great things going on. I hate that I can't get everything out because I know I'm missing something. But
we'll come back and tell us about it.
All right, that's cool. That's nothing.
Yeah, just come back.
Yeah. I might be in chef mode next time. You know what I mean? I might be in the kitchen next time cooking for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, your chef things have really been growing and getting better. I've been kind of impressed with your chef skills.
I got hired to cater a little situation at 10 people brunch. So that was kind of different. They were like, "Yo, you can do it, you can do it." I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the challenge. And I heard everything was going. So I just be fronting in the kitchen for real. I know what I like. I could never repeat the same ingredients.
Well, you've come a long way. You've come a long way. And also, I want to thank you for always enlightening me to new colognes, because you're like my cologne guy as well. Like, you always give me insight on colognes, and I really appreciate you for that as well, my brother.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I probably at Old Crib too, right? Shout out to Old.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm Omar's roommate, and literally, you were like the unofficial roommate at our house. You would just show. I would be there. You would show up. You know what I mean? Or I would wake up and you would be there already.
Like, yo, what's this Picasso like? I like Gucci Pearl Homes 2 is my favorite. It's,
okay.
It's like a square bottle, gold cap, blue liquid, whatever. It's real. It's real soft, but the presence is crazy. Like when you get on the elevator, you ain't gotta say nothing.
Uh-oh.
You get off. It's like people like, wow. Yeah, that's kind of amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's not overwhelming. It's just right. So
what is it called again?
You bringing that up too, bro.
What's it called again?
Gucci Pearl Homes 2.
I'm on it.
Okay.
That's
Gucci Pearl Homes 2.
Yeah, you can find them because they kind of like discontinue, but you might can order them.
I'm gonna find
It's
that.
a classic.
Oh wow.
It's not too much, but I'm telling you, when you put that on, it's serious.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, it must be good because I see a bottle for $379.
No. That's probably eBay or something. Somebody probably trying to take advantage of the fact that
joint.
Yeah.
Okay. He not hip. It's okay. He don't know where I'll help him out. But but I was about to say, before we go, just make sure you give out all your social media. We'll definitely have a part 2 to this because I'm definitely excited to hear more from you. I'm so glad you were able to come. I appreciate you taking the time out.
Finally, we got Demont Pinder on here. Finally.
It's an honor to kick it with y'all, man. Y'all family. Yo, my if people don't know, everything is Demont Pinder. DEMONT Pinder, PINDER. That's my Instagram. That's Facebook. I got 2 Facebook pages. That's pretty much it though. You can find me on Instagram. I got a website too, DemontPinder.com, but my Instagram is what I can press send and you can find out what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to follow me on Instagram. It's a journey. It's a Pinder story.
Got it,
all right. Thank you again for coming. I really appreciate it. And happy birthday, my Aquarius brother.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey man, and let me just say this. Thank you for all the fun times that we done hung out and done all the wild stuff that me and you did done. I appreciate it. And for all the days that I go to a concert and you have given me backstage access, like I'll just see you and you be like, oh, now here you go. Just like, I love you for that.
That go both ways. That go both ways, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like any place that we at and we have, and whoever has the access, we're going to give it to each other. Like you open up doors for me too. So it's equal. Don't forget Bootsy Collins too. And don't forget
Bernie White, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Maurice White as well.
Yeah, don't forget that. Come on, bro. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Hey, and the next time you come on here, we're going to have to tell one of them Maurice White stories. But we don't got time for that one, baby.
Next time. Oh, hey, Bootsy, I remember you at the shows. You be getting everybody hyped, yo. I gotta see what you're doing, sir.
Yeah, you know me. You know, I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. And we're going to set up another time for you to come back so we can get into some more stories.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Demont Picasso, ladies and gentlemen. Demont Pinder. I'm sorry. I keep calling him Picasso. Pinder.
That
I
was
was about to say,
dope.
D-Money, where our hand clap at? D-Money ain't got our sound effect loaded up. We was waiting.
It's
D-Money
playing.
loaded up. Nah, we can't hit. There we go. All right, you have a good one.
Y'all too.
All right.
What's up? Oh yeah, I had it playing the whole time. I don't know why it didn't come through. Wow, man, yeah, we need part 2. He need a bio. He need a DC biopic.
Yeah, because he literally only talked about 10% of what he's really done.
Sure. I'm
Like,
sure.
literally, he only told 10% of it.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, it's the Blend Show right here, man. We hope that you, the viewer out there in the social media streets, enjoyed that. We are going to have a part 2 coming up. So, man, got to get his brush on and everything. And we're going to set that up, man, because like Boosie said, it's a whole lot more we can go into. And we didn't even really touch the surface of what he's been doing right here in the DC area, the DMV area. So, yeah, we're going to get that in. So I guess that will wrap this one up. Nika Ray, got anything popping that we need to be looking out for? The link, any live streams that you got going,
I don't know. You never know what happens. It's still birthday season, so nobody knows what's going to pop off at any moment. So just always stay tuned, be on the lookout. But yeah, that's it for me. But thank you for everybody that tuned in, everybody that commented. Shout out to Demont again. I just feel like certain people are just like so super busy, but I appreciate them taking the time out, you know what I mean? Even as a friend, to be like, oh yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? And not be that person, be like, I'll see what I can do. And, you know, you never hear from him. But he's always been 100. So he's always been genuine and humble. And I respect him so much. So it's good to have people like that around you, or, you know what I mean? Even if you don't speak every day, but just know that it's always good spirits when you speak to certain people. So I love his spirit. So thank you again for him coming on.
All right, that's what's up. Bootsy Vegas, what you got?
Hey, I just want to thank One Go-Go World as well. Our partners. Thank you guys for doing this again with us. We really appreciate it. Bootsy is going to give a prediction. You remember, I'm always right with these predictions.
Okay.
Tom Brady will win the Super Bowl this weekend.
You can't say Super Bowl.
Okay, whatever I can say.
You didn't know that? Oh, go ahead. If we get fined, you catch that fine for $75K. I'll tell you offline. You can't say Super Bowl unless you're affiliated with the NFL.
I had no idea.
Yeah, well, I know you've been out. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I guess that's it then for me because I don't want to get us fined.
Just a big game or something like that.
Tom Brady is going to win. Can I say that legally?
Yeah, okay. You can do that.
Remember I told y'all that. Put your money on Tom.
Okay. Nika Ray, what's your prediction? You're a sports person.
Honestly, I am definitely up in the air. However, I know that there were some reports that some Kansas City Chiefs members had caught COVID. So I'm not sure as to who's going to be approved to play, or if it, was more than one person as far as that goes. So I'm going to wait for that list of who's going to be approved to play to see what my prediction is going to be.
All right. That's what's
up. What about you, D-Money?
I'm a post mine, and I don't post too often. I'm a post mine come this weekend before the big game.
So you haven't made a decision yet? Okay, I got you.
I'm still teeter-tottering on which way. I'm not a Brady fanatic like you, but I'm really not a Brady fanatic either. I think the fix is in. He leaves New England. Can he do it without Belichick? He goes to Tampa Bay. They look sweet going in. The Super Bowl just happens to be in Tampa Bay. There's too many coincidences. So.
I thought it was really dope that Brady showed some love to Mahomes, after the last game. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm sure it's a milestone for him as well to play with Brady, considering he probably didn't think he would ever get a chance to since Brady had left.
But then it's the passing. Is it the passing of the torch, that type situation? Yeah, absolutely. So, luckily for you two that we did have a great interview tonight, because I did watch the Wizards twice this week. And who are the real Wizards? The ones that played the Brooklyn, or the ones that played? Well,
they're winning right now. Why are you talking smack about us? Okay. We're actually winning right now. We're about to beat the Heat. Why are you talking smack?
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, I gave y'all props against. I actually watched the whole Brooklyn game because I said if Westbrook don't show up with KD in the building, yeah, that right there. So, yeah, he showed up. He showed out. They've been playing ball. All right, so that's what it is, man. Hey, catch me on all social medias. Follow me right here. Follow Bootsy right there. Follow Nika Ray right there. Tony G, I appreciate you. Yeah, Charlotte. That's my North Carolina family. Make sure you follow me, man. North Carolina, here I come for Lovers Day. And that's a wrap for this one.
Turn your radio up.
All right.
Listen to this.
We out of here, y'all. It's the blend.
Listen to this. Turn your radio up, homie.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Turn your radio up, cuz. Listen to this. Listen to this. Here we go. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Listen to this, yo. Listen to this. Come on. Hey, they need crank. They need a dog crank. Here we go.